going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. I am Matt. Thank you for clicking on the video. I have 3 49er props that you should be made aware of before Sunday's game. I'm also going to make another video with both teams' props put together, and I also have a video with the Chiefs players only. But I got 3 props here for you today. If this is your first time here, I'd appreciate if you'd like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for those future videos I'm posting. And if you like extra bonus picks and props, for $30 a month, you're going to get daily picks. You're going to get access to more prize picks, underdog, sleeper, and I use this other sports book as well. And we're building a big old community. We're all winning some money. We're all having a lot of fun. So if that seems interesting to you, check the link in the description below. But anyways, let's get to the picks. I got 3. First one, Brock Purdy. I'm not taking his yards. And I'm not taking his rushing yards, even though the public in Las Vegas, this is the #1 prop right now. It is more than, I think it's like 14.5 or 12.5 right now. It's changed a couple times, but that's the #1. Yeah, if the public is all over it, I am staying far away from it. But one prop that I really do like, Brock Purdy to throw an interception. He threw one last week, should have had 2 versus Green Bay. Baltimore ate him alive. And let me tell you why I really like Brock Purdy to throw an interception. Found a really nice article here that kind of breaks everything down. So if we're looking at sportingnews.com, Brock Purdy versus top defenses, he's going to have a test, and he's going to be playing a really good defense. The Chiefs are second in overall defense, and for those wondering what constitutes a top defense is defensive EPA, and this is a stat that measures how many points per play a team's defense contributes to their performance. And then there's defensive DVOA. This is going down the rabbit hole, and this measures performance to a league average baseline based on situation and opponent. Basically, these 2 elements are going to constitute what's a good defense. So Brock Purdy's stats versus top defenses. He has played 4 teams in the top 10 of both of these categories: Steelers, Browns, Cowboys, and Ravens, and he's 2-2. And he also threw 5 of his 11 interceptions during these 4 contests. His completion percentage is not very good. 5 interceptions, only 7 touchdowns. So that speaks volumes. So hey, let's see what the numbers say. If we go over to passing, and then we go over to pass interceptions. You're curious what this is? I'm using MyBookie. It's a sports book that I like to use. Brock Purdy -150. Holy Toledo. We go over here. It is not a goblin or a demon, so this is the best play. I really like this, especially if Kansas City goes up early. Brock's going to want to throw it. I think he's going to find an interception. And I have another pick for you. We're moving kind of quick. We're looking at Deebo Samuel. If this guy can stay healthy during the entirety of the game, I feel like he's going to cruise by this number. I like his receptions, 4.5. We're going to go over. If we're looking at Deebo Samuel, especially in those games, remember, what was it? Steelers and Ravens and Browns. Like, look at the Steelers. 7 targets, 5 catches. If we go up to Baltimore here, 12 receptions, only 4 catches. So remember, the defense, the DVOA plays a critical role here in the passing game. Detroit, look at this, 8 catches for 9. He was injured here versus Green Bay, but he's showing up when the team needs him. They're going to be relying on Christian McCaffrey a lot. And they're going to have to balance out with Deebo here and get creative. Deebo, this is just for posterity. Deebo played in 1 Super Bowl. He has 5 catches for 39 yards in that 1 game a few years ago. So we're going to get the rematch. He's played in the big game versus his team before. He's going to play inspired football. I think he's going to show up for his team. He's going to want to stay healthy. More than 4.5 receptions. And we're going to go over to MyBookie because the last time I looked at this number, the odds were really good. Hop on down to receptions. We look at Deebo. -143. That is the greatest number ever. Anything above -110 is awesome, but almost -150. That number is definitely going to get bumped up to 5 receptions before Sunday. And then I have one other pick for you. It's not the sexiest pick. It is, sometimes people forget though. They get so caught up in receptions and receiving yards that you got to catch the low-hanging fruit sometimes. Christian McCaffrey's going to find the end zone. It's a lock. If you go over to MyBookie, I think it's some nasty number. If you go to touchdowns, -334. So he's going to find his way in one way or the other. And then you have a slew of Chiefs players that are projected to score. What the next best person from the Niners projected to score would be Deebo. but I like Christian McCaffrey, maybe even twice to score. His fantasy score is almost 24, and his rush attempts are almost, he's gonna get the ball probably 20 times as long as they're competitive in the game. Look at his pass receptions. Here's 5. It's averaging 5.2. A lot of opportunities for him. I wonder if there's it's not up here yet, but if they have a demon play for 2 touchdowns, I would definitely consider taking that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to say thank you again for watching my video, and be sure to check out my video later when I do one big parlay for the Super Bowl. Thank you.